Hello viewers and welcome to your Monday edition of Erongo Talk. I am your host Frida Moloto. So today we bring you the top stories and also a recap of the weekend sports. Please stay with us as we will be right back.
Good day viewers and welcome to this week's edition of Erongo Talk. My name is Leandria Mouwer.
I am your host Frida Moloto.
I am Emerita Shikesho.
I am Patricia Napo.
Now, as usual, we bring you the latest news, some sports news, as well as the weather and tides.
Om die eerste wen te kry is 'n goeie gevoel, man.
Is that the goal, Joy?
Yes, that is currently the goal.
Phenomenal. I feel nice, creative team.
To catch up for more news stories, visit our online channel, oneup2.com, or you can visit our website at www.erongo.com.na. Alternatively, you can check out our DSTV channel, channel 285, and on GoTV, channel 25. Well, in our top stories for today, Nioma Martinez, on behalf of the Kuisamoon community members, said they are tired of crimes happening in these areas. This is in relation of the disappearance of Matthew Shehama, 24-year-old, who was last seen about a week ago.
The reason why we are here, we are only having one aim. We want to find our brother, our cousin, and our son. We don't want this thing of Shannon to repeat itself here in Walvis Bay. And also our most intention, we want to fight against crime against in our community. Because these boys and these criminal activities, they are too much in our community, especially in the Erongo region, Swakop and Walvis Bay. Things, injuries and robberies, they are happening each and every day. And like what happened to this, we are having sleepless nights and we cannot tolerate this. And the whole community, they cannot tolerate this. We are tired. And we have also to engage with the parents of each and every parent who's having a son or a daughter who's engaging in these criminal activities and also in this drugs squatter and whatever, so that we must engage in each other so that we can stop these criminal activities.
And secondly, the Welwitschia Hospital in Walvis Bay inaugurated its new pediatric ward on Friday. The hospital manager, Stefan Nell, shares more.
We used to have a 11-bed pediatric ward. It's already built in 2001. And consistently over the years, that ward was basically the most full in terms of capacity, 80% plus. So that's one of the reasons why we planned to enhance and increase the volume that we can take in the pediatric ward. But also, we wanted to really make a higher standard ward. We wanted to use this to enhance the level. Like we've already done in our ICU and the general wards, we thought pediatrics is very important and children in Walvis Bay is very important. So it's a combination of more numbers. So we increased it from 11 beds to 19 beds. We've got 3 high care rooms, which is single rooms. We're standing one of them, and then the others are double rooms. So we spent probably about 13 million on the building, and then all the equipment will probably take us up to 16 million.
How long did it take?
We started building last year, June. The first phase was done a year later in March, which is this new part. Remember, we had to build and continue providing a service in our busiest ward. So what we did, we cordoned off this area, the nursing station, and where the new area was built, and we ran the pediatric ward only from the room.
And in our final news, Jonathan Maswawo, the principal of Kwisamun Secondary School, received a donation of 50,000 Namibian dollars from the Namibian Fish Promotion Trust to assist with the construction of their school hall.
It is with immense gratitude and deep sense of responsibility that I stand before you today to accept these generous donations of 50,000 Namibian dollars towards the Kwisamun Secondary School Hall project. This contribution, not just a financial boost, it prepares or represents hope, it represents commitment and a shared vision for our future. First and foremost, I would like to extend our heartfelt thanks to the Namibian Fish Consumption Promotion Trust. Your unwavering support for educational initiatives in our community speaks volumes about your dedication to fostering growth and development among our youth, our children, our learners, our students. These donations will significantly impact our school's infrastructure and enhance the learning environment for all the students at Kwisamun Secondary School. And by so doing, indeed, you will help us to fulfill our vision. Of course, we are a society of achievers. The construction of the hall is not merely about bricks and mortar. It symbolizes a space where knowledge flourishes, creativity thrives, and community bonds are strengthened.
Well, viewers, that brings us to the end of today's news edition. You can always catch us on our website at www.erongo.com.na. Please stay tuned for the sports news.
How far does care go? Does it touch one person's life? Maybe two. Or does caring for one person touch the lives of a whole family? Maybe it goes beyond a family to friends and the greater community too. At Mediclinic, our care goes further than you think to enhance your quality of life. Mediclinic, expertise you can trust.
Well, it was the second qualifying competition for the tumbling and trampoline at the Jan Welkan Stadium in Walvis Bay. Let's take a look.
Okay, so today is the second qualifying competition for the trampoline and tumbling division, which is a section within the Namibia Gymnastics Federation. It's our second qualification competition. We have 3 during the year. The third one will be held in Windhoek, and then we have nationals in October. Those will also be held here in Walvis Bay.
So, now tell us, how many athletes do we have here from how many clubs?
So in the tumbling and trampoline section, we only have 4 clubs. And I think we have about 100 registered competitive gymnasts. We also obviously have those that do not necessarily come to the competition, but who do that as a fun sport. We're hoping to grow the section going forward. I think trampoline is actually one of the smallest sections within the entire Gymnastics Federation. So that's why, we're the smallest one, but we feel we're the one with the, with the most
Achievements for this year, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely. Now, Jessica Blau is our African champion.
Yes. She's
How does she add to this competition, knowing that you have an African champion in the midst of this competition?
I think for us it's very special, but not just for trampolining section, but for us as the Namibian Gymnastics Federation in general, because we've been kept out of competition through all these legal battles and international suspension by over 4 years now. So we really came back for the first time into the international arena, and for us to actually have kids that medal, to be there, to be represented there again, is for us a big milestone, and it contributes positively, obviously, to everyone around. So we were very thankful, very grateful, and obviously very proud of our gymnasts. Yes.
Now the competition already started yesterday. How is the general feel so far?
I think we've got a very positive vibe. the gymnasts have this friendship and positive vibe amongst each other. It's just a fun event. It's still a qualifying competition, but it's a sportsman's-like atmosphere, which is for us the most important thing.
So if I just quickly put you on the spot as a federation president, what can we do to maybe grow the sport a bit more, especially the tumbling and the trampoline section? What can we do as a community or the country at large?
Yeah, I think the sports in Namibia needs support. Obviously, we need sponsorships and supports, and what we have proven is that we have the best quality coaches. I think having an African champion in our midst is a motivation to the rest of the gymnasts, and that's why the sport is growing internationally. So, as they always say, it's not the child to show up at the event, it's the parent. So I think we just continue to call for support from our community and our leaders and our industry at large to support these gymnasts to really achieve their goals. So it's fantastic. It's an inspiration to know that this small country can really achieve anything, to have African championships and potential Olympic championships in our midst.
Any last words from you ladies?
Well, I think in general, we are very grateful for where we are now. We've come a long way to come back to where we are now. We're obviously, like every sport, in desperate need of support. Gymnastics is a very expensive sport if you look at the equipment that we need to have. So I think going forward from where we are at the moment, we're really looking forward to getting the federation back on track. We're looking at development projects. So we've got a full agenda going forward. And we could obviously use every support we have, and we're very thankful for everyone out there who's went with us through these past few years, who stood by our side. And again, I will have to issue a thanks to the Namibia National Olympic Committee for their support to us. So we look forward to the coming years and to getting gymnastics back as one of the really prestige and hopefully enjoyable and growing sports in the country.
Well, we also had a chat with our African champion, Jessica Blau. Please stay tuned for this.
Jessica, we are super proud of you because you are our African champion. Just please tell us about your experience in Tunisia. How was it?
It was one of the best experiences ever. It was so beautiful there. The qualifiers, it was so much fun. I was very stressed, very nervous to compete, but it went great. At finals, it was in the warm-up, I didn't complete even one routine. I fell every single time. And then finals, I completed the routine and I won first place.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Against how many athletes did you compete?
I'm not sure. I think it was 12 or something girls, because the girls and boys were separate.
Now tell me, how did you feel when they called you for that gold medal?
I was surprised. I didn't realize it in the moment when I was standing there. I didn't realize it, but I was so happy.
Now you're here back again. It's a tumbling and trampoline competition. You just got a gold medal. There's a next qualifying competition.
Yes.
Are you aiming for gold there as well?
Yes.
Okay. Is the final goal Olympics maybe one day?
It is, yes.
Now tell me, what are you doing to work towards that goal?
I'm training every single day, getting better, doing more elements, getting my difficulty up, trying my best, just going for it.
Now you also learn at Robert private
Yes.
school. How do you juggle being an African champion and a learner?
I just study afterwards. You have to have a good plan, focus all the time, and it's just, you have to just go with the flow.
What is your message to your other athletes?
Try your best. It's not how you fall, it's how you stand up.
And finally, for our sports news, the Wolfish Bay-based team FNB Kudus travelled all the way to Windhoek, where they suffered a 23-31 defeat.
Kicked off at a very high pace. There we've got some good running from UNAM. Kudus out to defend. And then, yes, the first try being scored by AJ Kearns in the 9th minute of this match. And the fans enjoyed that one. And then also the conversion added. Good stuff by Zal, who added the conversion. Now it was Kudus' turn. Some good driving momentum going forward there with Kudus, and it is the hooker Jared Koning crashing over for Kudu's first try in the 16th minute. And the score was then 5-7. Wenzel with the conversion, and he did not add that one. 5-7 in favor of UNAM, tightly contested. Now UNAM good line out, and look at this. The legend himself, Alcino Isaacs, yes, touching down right underneath the posts for UNAM. Second try in the 22nd minute. Zal adds the conversion and made the score 14 for UNAM and 5 for Kudus. And then Kyle Wenzel with a penalty attempt in the 26th minute. He was not successful with that attempt. A move deep from within UNAM's own half. Scrum by Kudus, and then Ashton Mukulongo, good hands there by Kudus, and Ashton Mukulongo touching down in the 33rd minute for another try. Wenzel could not add the conversion. 14 points for UNAM, 10 for Kudus, and then Wenzel with a penalty conversion, trimming UNAM's lead to a single point. 14 for UNAM and 13 points for Kudus at halftime. When play resumed, UNAM had a plan, and they came with a plan. Now some solid attack, Alcino Isaacs in the midst of things, and then a good kick being charged down there by Wenzel. Penalty added by Zal, and the lead is stretched to 17 points for UNAM and 13 for Kudus in the 50th minute. And look at this brilliant try scored by AJ Kearns for UNAM. It's a try, yes, and look at the celebration of the fans. That was scored in the 52nd minute. Alzero Zal added the conversion, stretching the UNAM lead to 24 points. And Scott Winborn was also on target with a penalty for Kudus, and the score was 16 for Kudus. And then that danger man once again, Alcino Isaacs, touching down for his second try in the game in the 60th minute. And Alzaro Zal getting ready to add the conversion. Yes, it's added 31 points for UNAM against the 16 from Kudus, and then it was Kudus' turn to get to the chalk line. Suriname Kambombe touching down right underneath the post, and Scott Winborn with the conversion, and that brought us to a final score of 31 points for UNAM and 23 points for Kudus. UNAM also retains the Chandler Plateau Trophy. Well done. What a showpiece for Namibian rugby this was. And we hope you enjoyed this roller coaster ride with us. Until next time.
Dis hier so saam met Kudus se kaptein Cameron Langenhoven. So Cameron, 'n lekker harde wedstryd. Is dit min of meer wat jy verwag het dit sou wees?
Yes, ja, baie harde wedstryd definitief. UNAM het uitgekom, hulle wou die tempo lig, vinnig speel. Hulle het ons bietjie gevang met die lugdruk. Ons het opgedag, ongelukkig het ons nie die result gekry wat ons wou nie. Maar dit was 'n goeie outing vir ons. Definitief iets wat ons nodig gehad het in ons voorbereiding vir die semifinaal. So ek sê vir ons skare, vir UNAM se span en hulle skare baie dankie, was 'n lekker dag van rugby.
So julle het goed gevaar met julle lynstaan drywe en rolling walls soos ons weet. So maar UNAM wat die spel vinnig gemaak het soos jy genoem het. Is daar iets wat jy dink julle kan verbeter in julle spel uit vandag se vertoning uit?
Yes, ons het definitief 'n issue met reaksietyd. So en hulle het ons definitief gevang daar vandag 2-3 op turnover bal waar hulle 3 gedruk het uit hulle eie helftyd. So reaksietyd is 'n groot ding waarmee ons sukkel en dis definitief iets waarna ons moet aan werk op pad na die semifinaal toe.
Is daar enige uitstaande vertonings wat jy dink ouens wat baie goed gevaar het aan julle kant vandag wat jy sou uitsonder?
Ja, die André, ons oopkant flank, hy het sover 'n skitterseisoen. Hy daag elke keer op. Is goed om te sien dat die jong mannetjies deurkom. Ons buitesenter Surami, hy speel ook goed, so yes. Baie van ons jong manne steek ons hande op en op hierdie oomblik voel ek van ons senior manne daag nie op nie en hulle bring nie hulle kant nie. Drop ons op critical tye en al hoe nader ons aan die semifinaal raak dit 'n groter en groter kenmerk vir ons wat ons dalk in die steek gaan laat in 'n belangrike punt in die seisoen.
As hy so julle is basies veilig deur na die semifinale toe soos jy gesê het. So 'n paar wedstryde nog oor en so sterkte vir julle vir die res van die seisoen. Alles in die weste. As hy deur jou span, julle was eintlik die hele wedstryd dink ek van die begin af het julle voorgeloop, geen stadium agter nie. Is jy tevrede met julle vertoning vandag?
Ek is regtig tevrede. Weer eens gefight tot die einde toe. Bietjie gelek op tye, bietjie dips gevang en so aan, maar mooi onsself daar opgetel en aangehou fight.
As hy so 4-3 gedruk of julle het die bonuspunt vir die 4-3 gekry. Ja, altyd vir julle seker 'n lekker uitslag om teen Kudus te wen.
Soos ek laasweek ook gesê het, ons vat elke game van hier af, soos die semifinale, laat ons as ons daar kom, nie ons routine verander nie, laat ons van daar af net vol spoed in die ding in kan gaan en dat ons reg is vir die semifinale. Van hier af berei ons net voor vir die semifinale nou.
Ja, so baie goeie vertoning. Ek dink ouens soos AJ Kearns, baie goeie wedstryd gehad. AJ Zaal, so kan mens op julle lys afgaan, baie ouens wat hulle hand opgesteek het. So jy moet seker baie tevrede wees met van die individuele vertonings.
Ja, ongelooflik tevrede en baie gelukkig en te rus gestel met die diepte wat ons het op hierdie oomblik en ek sê nou vir haar, ons is almal vriende hier so en ek dink dit die ouens wat teruggekom het van Namibië af wat nou daarbo gehelp het, hulle pas dadelik in en omdat niemand is gedrop en voel sleg daaroor, almal weet daar's 'n groter doel op die ou einde waarvoor ons almal mik en ons almal werk saam daartoe en dit help ons moerse.
As hy sterkte vir julle van die wedstryd wat oor is, alles in die weste.
Well, viewers, that brings us to the end of today's sports news. To catch up for these sports news, you can check out our website at www.erongo.com.na. So up next, we bring you the weather and tides.
Hi, Frank Opperman hier. Ek wil my net laat weet ek is op pad. Swakopmund toe. Wat gaan ek in Swakopmund doen? Ek tree op as deel van die FNB Windhoek Woordfees. Nou waar gebeur dit? By die MTC Dome, 9 Augustus, dis 'n Vrydag, 7 uur die aand. Waarna gaan jy kom kyk? My eenman vertoning, Reunie. Waaroor gaan Reunie? Wel, dis 'n 40 jaar matriekreunie wat as gevolg van COVID 'n 44 jaar reunie geword het. En vanaand ruk dinge hand uit. Regisseur de Klerk Olofse, geskryf deur Dana Snyman. Die MTC Dome, Vrydag aand, 7 uur, 9 Augustus. Sien jou daar.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
Well, viewers, that brings us to the end of today's news. To catch up for more news stories, visit our online channel, oneup2.com, and on our website, that's at www.erongo.com.na. You can also check out our socials, that's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads also. I almost forgot that. And also our DSTV channel, channel 285, and on GoTV, channel 25. And until next time, it's bye-bye.